That's coming up, and I have her on the line today. We are joined by Detroit's own Montez Miller, an award-winning producer, photojournalist, a creative force whose work has shaped music, media, and culture for decades. From producing iconic BET programs like Video Soul, I love Video Soul, oh my God, to documenting the legacy of Aretha Franklin and making history with the Detroit Pistons. Montez's impact is both powerful and far-reaching. Please, Cameo, help me welcome the iconic Montez Miller. Montez!
Oh my God, what an introduction. Is that really me?
That is all you, girl.
Hey, Cameo. Hey, y'all sound good on the radio. I've been listening to you guys.
Oh,
you're making me want to move to Chicago.
Oh, come on. You know you ain't leaving the D.
Right.
You're making me want to move. I'm coming for the center anyway when that opens up. I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm coming to Chicago.
Oh, yes. Well, we're so excited to have you on here. I've been talking about
Thank you. I'm truly honored. Let me put this disclaimer out there right now to your audience. I don't do interviews. I don't do interviews.
But she said yes to the Kim Patterson show. Come on.
Okay, we got
But I said I'm gonna do this one. I'm getting better at this. Like if I don't tell the story, who's gonna tell it for me?
Yeah, you don't want nobody telling your story.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
These documentaries coming out and everybody else doing them. No.
Come on. Tell your
tell
own story while you can tell it. Okay.
Exactly. So what first sparked your passion for media and storytelling? How did your journey begin in Detroit?
Well, that's a really good question because growing up, my father had his own trucking company, and I actually prepared myself to be a secretary.
Mm-hmm.
And because as a little girl, I always thought that I'm going to be daddy's secretary, so I took the shorthand, went to school for it. Once I graduated, I became employed by him. But unfortunately, it didn't work out because he didn't like the fact that the truckers was flirting with his daughter.
Yeah. He ready to fire everybody.
He can't help you was fine. He can't help you was fine. I'm just saying.
He didn't like that. So that didn't work, that particular industry. And so when I left working for my father, I went to a local dance show here in Detroit called The Scene. And The Scene is like the Soul Train, of Detroit.
Okay.
It was extremely popular, just as popular as Soul Train was to the world. The Scene was to Detroit. So it was at that time when I had the opportunity to become the dance coordinator, which gave me an opportunity to learn the behind the scenes of television. I went to school for it. And then after I graduated, I worked for a local cable company here in Detroit. Mm-hmm. And I was working on a documentary, Dangerous Society. It was after a book by Dr. Carl Taylor. I always wanted to do a documentary on the urban mindset, drug gangs, and violence. Mm-hmm. And I was working on this documentary, and somebody from BET was working on an ad sales presentation adjacent to my desk. They were filming in this office, and he looked over my shoulder, and he was impressed with the layout.
Wow. And
he suggested that I send my resume to BET.
Wow.
Now, mind you, I was already obsessed with BET because locally I had my own music video show. It was doing extremely well. So, because I was working on other shows at the cable company, because I had other responsibilities, I would come home and I would watch BET because I would take the music videos that they were playing at the time of the network, and I would make those videos, the videos that I would play on my show.
Mm-hmm.
But I was obsessed with BET.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We all were.
Yeah.
That was the
Well,
only
it was
black
like magical.
entertainment. That was the only
Yeah.
black entertainment network, and now it's gone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're slowly but surely, unfortunately, I truly feel that it's fading away.
Yeah.
But it can't fade away totally, because there is, as much as they try to get rid of it, there is still an audience out there,
Yes.
that has dollars. There's an audience out there that the general market want to reach. Everybody's not watching, those other channels. If you want that particular audience, you're going to have to keep it going. It's going to be different. How different, I don't know. But everything must change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it needs to change
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
because it's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
We had a gatekeeper who wouldn't allow the things that you see on television and the things that you hear in the music. He wouldn't dare, allow that to get on the air,
Wow.
and that's why they created programming like Uncut,
Yeah.
trying to tailor to that particular audience. But it is time for a change. But back to the story.
Well, we
I can't
thank you
believe
for
I'm
that.
talking.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
it. That means you feel comfortable here.
Yes.
This is a
I
safe
do.
space.
Thank
Come
you.
on. You're welcome.
So he looked over my shoulder and suggested that I send my resume to BET. And I'm like, yeah, right. Like, you guys really going to give me a job, after being told, but no, so many other times from this channel and that channel, because I was trying to get with the general market, the local stations, and, and they kept kicking me back. I'm like, really, BET's going to give me a job? And I didn't follow up.
Wow. Oh.
Isn't that something?
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't follow up. So when he got back to Washington, he called me and he says, girl, we looking for a producer. Are you going to send a resume or what?
Wow.
Ooh, he came to you.
Yeah. And it was at that time that I took the time out to do the demo. And 2 weeks later, I received a phone call from Black Entertainment Television.
Wow.
And I just started screaming because I just felt like the job was mine.
Yeah.
It was a dream come true.
Yes. Wow.
I used to look at TV and I'd be like, one day I'm going to work with Donnie Simpson.
Wow.
One day I'm going to work at BET.
I had the biggest
That's
crush
what-
on Donnie. I love
What
him.
did they call him? The green-eyed something?
That's I tell everybody, follow the desires of your heart.
Yes.
My life is a dream,
Mhm.
If you can see it, you can achieve it.
Achieve
For
it.
real.
Yeah.
Just surround yourself around the people that's
I love
already
that.
doing it.
I love that. So
Don't look at yourself as less than,
I love
Yeah.
it. I
because
love it.
they'll fit you, in their plan.
And not only have you been able to work in the entertainment industry, you've also begun to work in the film and photography industry as well, working with the legendary, the great Aretha Franklin, Miss Respect on My Name
Oh
herself.
my God.
Okay.
You just
How
never
was
know, the gifts that you really have. Everybody has a gift. And so I'm kind of stuffy because I don't know why I went outside without a coat the other day. And now I'm feeling kind of stuffy. But, oh my God, my girlfriend plays the tambourine for Miss Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
And they were filming The Women of Soul. It was all women on this show doing President Barack Obama's
Yeah, I remember
era.
that. Uh-huh.
And it was Patti LaBelle, it was Aretha Franklin, it was Jill Scott, and I can't remember,
Mariah a
but it
part
was
of that?
all these women. And so I thought that special was airing that evening on PBS. I searched the cable dial. I called the cable company. I was all on the internet trying to find it. But somehow, Jesus, I ended up on the White House website.
Ooh.
Wow.
And it was streaming. And it was in production. So I started posting Detroit at the Big House, Aretha Franklin at the White House. People were like, "What you watching?" I said, "I'm not. They're in production and it's streaming, on the White House." A couple of days went by. Her publicist reached out to me and was like, "Montez, I just got off the phone with Miss Franklin. She loves you, but she wanted to know, how is it that you knew she was at the White House?" And I'm the publicist, and I didn't know.
Wow.
She said, "Well, Miss Franklin, I knew that you were at the White House. I just didn't know that it was streaming until Montez started posting on Facebook." Miss Franklin was like, "You need to get to know Montez. She was an executive at BET. She's in the know." But what Miss Franklin didn't know was that her publicist and I used to work together at the record company in New York.
Wow.
And so a couple of more days went by, and this name Aretha Franklin hit my Facebook page. I live on Facebook. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to social media. I troll and scroll all day. So this name hit my page, and I heard she had a Facebook account, but what is she doing on my page? Mm-hmm. This can't be true. She would say something, I would say something. She would say something, I would hesitate and say something because I'm still in disbelief. This can't be her.
That is really her.
Right. I mean, the conversation got so deep, she even put her phone number on the thread. I wish I had a screenshot the conversation, but I deleted it. And, but she didn't know that we could be engaged in the conversation on Facebook, just you and I, but other people can chime in.
Yes.
And she didn't know
whole
that.
Number on there.
Right.
She thought she was texting
but she
you.
didn't know that. So I started praying, "Lord, please don't let nobody come on in this thread. Lord, please don't let nobody say Miss Franklin, not her, me, because she thinking she's only talking to me." So she asked me to do her social media. So I immediately went out and got a point and shoot camera. But then the follow-up conversation was, "The pictures you take, I want you to send them to a trade magazine." Huh? Oh my God, she's talking professional. Well, I didn't know anything about photography. I'm like, oh my God, she's talking still photography. I do video. That's what I do. That's my career, video. Okay. But I always wanted to work with Miss Franklin. Wow. And so thank God I had the money.
Wow.
I went to the store and bought the camera. I said, "Look, I have the opportunity of a lifetime on the table. Mm-hmm. It could make me or break me.
Wow.
If the picture don't come out right. I don't care how much the camera costs. Give me what I need to look professional." Even though I'm not professional, don't know nothing about this camera, give me what I need so when I walk up in there, I can look like everybody else.
Right. You got the look.
Don't send me in there with no cell phone talking about, "Let me take a picture."
I know that's right. The cell phone's not going to give you the quality of a really expensive camera for that type of work.
So I had 3 weeks before she took me out on the road. She took me to Harvard University with her because she was being honored a doctorate. And I took to YouTube day in and day out, watch every tutorial it was about how to operate that camera, and like the guy said, when in doubt, go auto. And just keep shooting and keep shooting and keep shooting. Because at the end of the day, all you really need is one shot.
One shot.
Wow.
So speaking of that, in your photography, you made history as the first Black woman to photograph the Detroit Pistons. How did that come about?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm a photojournalist, and as a result of Miss Franklin, I never thought I would be doing photography, because video has been my life, and it's led to so many different opportunities, and being one of the first Black female to be able to photograph the Detroit Pistons. I'm being told that I'm one of the first, African American females. I don't work for the Pistons, but I am affiliated with a publication, Tell Us Detroit, that gives me the opportunity to work and cover the Pistons. I do the Pistons. I do baseball. I do high-profile events, presidents.
Yes.
Name it.
Yeah,
I've
saw
done it all.
Obama in her portfolio.
Yes.
Yeah.
President Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Truly a blessing. I don't take it for granted at all.
That's beautiful.
I really, really don't. Never thought that my life would be worthy of even having an interview.
Oh, stop it, Montez.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth. Now I want to do a book.
Yes.
I guess it comes from the humbleness, the meekness. To me, it's just a job, and I'm grateful for it. I am, and I just promise God that I will never let it go to my head.
Amen.
I have every right to walk around with my chest up out,
And do.
but but I just felt like if I had that attitude, that it would be a hard fall once it do come to an end.
That's great advice. That kind of leads into my next question. What advice would you give to young creatives, especially women, trying to break into media and production today?
Oh, wow. That's a really good question, because I would say, again, take the necessary steps. God has given everybody a gift. Tap into that gift. Surround yourself around the people that's already doing it. I've been told no so many times. Don't let that no stop you from your blessings.
I love it.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Don't let that one no stop you from your blessings.
Because when one door closed, another one gonna open.
Ooh-wee.
Yes.
I'm passing the plate around. Cause listen,
It's the truth.
it is. Oh, Montez.
It's the truth. I mean, to be able to photograph the Pistons, I've been wanting to work for the NBA, even during my BET days. I'll never forget, I produced a whole week special, the NBA Meets Music, and I had Alonzo Mourning.
I know Alonzo and his wife. Yeah.
And the Winans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I had Patrick Ewing, and I can't remember what artist he was paired up with, but SWV and Chris
Wow.
Webber, oh my God, Charles Oakley in intro.
Oh yeah.
A whole week of NBA Meets Music on BET.
Love
But
it.
I always wanted to work for the NBA, and just being able to photograph, and I've been doing it now for 10 years.
Wow.
It's something that I never would take for granted.
It's your passion, and that's just.
I love
beautiful.
it.
That's
I
what
love
that's
it.
what God called you. You found your purpose. That's what God called you to do.
I
And
love it. I blame it on my upbringing. I'm an only girl, 5 boys, 1 television, and
wow.
dominated with sports.
Wow.
So they did that to me.
I love it.
That is amazing. Well, I want to thank you for your time, Montez. I know you're
Oh,
very
thank
busy,
you.
and
Yes,
I
it was
think
an honor.
It was an honor, and I was telling Cameo about you. I said, "Girl, we got a powerhouse coming
Yes,
in. We gotta get her."
I was excited.
She
My
was.
mom's from Detroit, Montez,
Oh,
and we were just in Detroit a couple of weeks back. My aunt passed, but at my aunt's funeral, they talked about the 100 grand. Are you familiar with that club?
The 100 grand, I am not.
Okay, well, it probably was before your time.
The 20 grand?
Maybe
back in the day?
maybe it was 20 grand. My mom was probably listening like, girl, no, maybe it was the 20 grand, but it was wherever you guys used to go and club and dance and learn all the new dances. My aunts and mom used to go there. So yeah, I was reminiscing when I was listening to you.
That had to have been back in the day.
Yeah.
The 20 grand.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now those people probably about 70, 80.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 grand.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Shout out to those
They
people.
about 80. They
Yeah.
about 80. 20 grand.
But it's beautiful what you've been able to accomplish, and that you're still in your hometown of Detroit, Michigan. So I know they're super proud of you, and you're keeping that legacy going and that town going. And I'm honored to have been able to join you on this show and interview with you.
Yeah.
And you are women's history.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We
I'm
look forward to
truly
that book,
honored.
girl.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, Kimmy.
Yeah, I
Thank
have you back
you.
on the show for the book whenever
Yes.
you're ready to release that. Okay.
Yes.
All righty.
So get ready.
But yeah, it's definitely, a tabletop. It's calling my name, and everybody keep asking, what are you going to do with the pictures?
That's right.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, we can't wait to hear about it and to purchase it or whatever. So I know you have a favorite song that I'm about to play. One of my favorite groups.
What is it?
Look, you too young to know about this song,
Well, I
girl.
might know a little something now.
Oh my
Tell
God.
me what it
The
is.
Isley Brothers,
Oh.
I worked for Island Black Music. I was the director of national video promotion.
Wow.
And after
You've
that
done it
happened,
all,
after
girl.
I left BET,
Yes.
and just the Isley Brothers, Drew Hill, Kelly Price, Luke, all those people that I had the opportunity to work with. But this artist right here stands true to my heart.
Absolutely. Footsteps in the
Oh,
dark.
that's a hit.
Baby,
I know that.
yes,
I know
I
that.
love
My daddy
them.
raised
Thank
me
you.
well.
Thank you for your time. It was precious. We appreciate all the gems you dropped tonight. And I will speak to you soon. Keep being great. Keep being amazing.
Bye.
Thank you. Follow the desires of your heart.
Amen.
Amen.
All right.
All righty.
Take care. Thank you.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye.